Right guys, so I want to talk about calories. I want to talk about the calories in versus calories out equation, whether it's true or not. And I want to also talk about, are all calories created equal? And the question mark that lies at the end of that sentence. So fundamentally, calories are a unit of measurement. That's all they are. They're a unit of measurement that we use in order to track and ultimately manipulate certain situations to try and produce predicted outcomes by measuring. We have to have this unit of measurement. Now, a calorie is a unit of energy. So when we talk about how much energy we're consuming, it's how many calories we're consuming, and vice versa. So in order to allow us to track consumption of energy, we use the term calories. It's as simple as that. Now, in the context of developing your physique, sculpting your physique, we might move through phases where we're trying to lose weight. We might move through phases where we're trying to maintain, and we might move through phases where we're trying to purposely gain lean body tissue. So this means we need to manipulate the energy intake and try and offset the balance of how many calories your body is burning and utilizing on a daily basis in order to produce a desired outcome. So we have to have an idea of the value of the food that we consume and have a unit of measurement to attach to it in order to make it a little bit easier for us to manipulate things in order to drive an outcome that we want, a desired outcome. So that's when we move on to calories in, calories out. And essentially all this means is energy in, energy out. But calories and energy mean the same thing. So when we look at energy in versus energy out, or calories in versus calories out, what this equation essentially describes is how many calories or how much energy are you consuming by way of food and drink and things like that, versus how many calories or energy is your body utilizing on that particular day or on an average day in your life, okay? So let's say we want to lose weight. We want to be in energy deficit or a calorie deficit. This means we need to consume less energy than we are burning off. We need to consume less calories than we're burning off. Now this is called a calorie deficit, as I said. On the other hand, we've got a period of maintenance, if that's the desired outcome in the time that you're watching this video. What you would need to create is consuming the same amount of energy, roughly, as you are burning off. Meaning your body gets exactly what it needs and no alterations to your body's body composition is required. Now, when you are trying to gain weight for any particular reason, you want to be in a calorie surplus or an energy surplus, meaning the amount of energy or calories you're consuming is more than what your body is burning. So it's more than what your body would typically need, so to speak. And this means your body would then use the surplus of calories in order to produce a desired outcome, depending on what the outcome is at the time and how you have things set up. Could be body fat, could be muscle tissue, could be a bit of both, but it depends on what your goal is and how you're going about trying to achieve it. So in order to manipulate our physique, we need to manipulate the energy in, energy out balance. So whether you're trying to lose weight, you need to be consuming less calories than you're burning off. If you're trying to maintain, you need to consume the exact same amount of calories or energy as your body burns off, because then your body just gets what it needs. On the other hand, if you're trying to gain weight, you need to consume more than your body would need, okay? That is the simple explanation of calories in versus calories out, or energy in versus energy out. Now, a lot of people ask, is this actually true? Because what about hormones? And what about metabolism? And what about various other reasons? And these are definitely variables in which we want to take into consideration, and we can see a variance across human beings, across the population. But the calories in versus calories out equation does still stand true in all cases. And if there's hormonal implications, meaning let's say you have an underactive thyroid and your metabolism, so to speak, is running a little bit slower, then this would essentially affect the calories out part of the equation, the calories burnt part of the equation. So calories in versus calories out is still true, but there's different things going on besides the foods we eat, like metabolism and hormones and things of that nature, whatever you want to blame. And all it would do is still affect the calories in, calories out equation, or it would affect the calories in, calories out equation, but it wouldn't mean that the calories in versus calories out equation suddenly doesn't become true. It would just change the numbers on either side a little bit. So that's the answer to that question. Now the next one, talking about, are all calories created equal? Now, it's very, very true that some calories can come from things like brownies and chocolate and things of that nature, which are deemed very unhealthy and not very beneficial for your body. Whereas you can have calories that come from sweet potato and broccoli and lean meats and healthy fats and a lot of foods that are very nutritious and will nourish your body in a very positive way. So obviously calories from the bad stuff and calories from the good stuff are a little bit different. And people then ask the question, with this and the quality of the foods that you're eating affect the calories in, calories out equation? Like, for example, if all of your calories were coming from bad foods, quote unquote, then would that mean that your body processes them in a different way and ultimately affects how efficient your body is at circulating the calories, burning through the energy, and so on and so forth? Will you lose weight just as fast eating junk as opposed to eating healthy stuff? And the answer is yes. But that being said, the more nutritious, the food of high quality nourishment that your body's going to really benefit from, the good stuff, so to speak, that over the long term will have a long-term effect that is a little bit different on your body composition and your general health markers and your energy level, and then also your motivation downstream and ultimately your ability to be consistent, because if your body's healthy, you feel good, you perform well, and all of those sort of things are genuine considerations that could affect the calories out equation and also affect your body's ability to retain bone density, muscle mass, and things like that. So the quality of your foods does matter. In an immediate sense, it won't affect the calories in, calories out equation. If you burn more than you eat, you will lose weight. If you burn less than you eat, you will gain weight, regardless of whether it's clean foods or not, in an immediate sense. But that being said, it's still also very true that over the really long term, more nutritionally dense foods that are of higher quality and more beneficial in a positive sense to your body, these foods over the long term will affect your energy levels, your mood, your self-efficacy, your strength, your performance, and all these little factors that ultimately combine to have a slightly different effect on body composition, adherence, and things of that nature, as I said, in the long term. So they do matter, but in an immediate sense, they won't matter for weight control. Over the long term, they do matter for adherence, performance, and body composition. So hopefully that answers all of the questions that might be surrounding the conversation of calories, what they are, how they work, and what the considerations are in between the subjects. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to drop me a message, and I'll chat to you in the next one.